Smooth 98.1. Remember, Lagos, you are listening to Breakfast in Bed right now. It's a Saturday morning, and yes, about this time, a good number of you are already awake already. You are out there probably trying to fix breakfast, trying to get ready, get your day started, get things done. But of course, with me on the show today, I do have a guest, and his name is Larry Silver. He is from South Africa, and he does really amazing things with his mind. He is a mentalist, by the way. But of course, I'm going to let him do some introduction as well. Hello, Larry. Good
Hi,
morning.
thanks for having me, Khadija. Morning.
Yes, it's really great to have you here, by the way.
Well,
So,
thank you.
really exciting to know that you do a lot of really amazing things with your mind.
That's
Tell us
true.
about a mentalist. What is a mentalist? Who's a
So,
mentalist?
so as a mentalist, I read minds, I predict the future, I bend metal, I do weird and wonderful things. I'm not a healer of any sort, and I don't predict people's personal future. In fact, like I told you earlier on, I believe that the future that we create, or the future that we have, is the one that we create for ourselves. So what we do today creates our tomorrow. But there are certain things that I can see, like what you're going to think of, or there's certain events that are already in motion, and I can see the outcome of those events. Like I predicted newspaper headlines and make people's spoons and forks bend across the radio. So while I'm in the radio station and you're at home, I actually make your spoons and forks bend in your home. I make your light bulbs burst, TV switch on. I even make your car switch off while you're driving on the highway.
Oh no, we don't want that happening now, do we? No, no, no. But really, that is amazing stuff. So that means, guys, for you listening out there, yes, you can put this to the test. You can actually drop a message in if you want Larry to do anything for you right now. Well, things he's capable of doing. Yet you can definitely get in touch with us. Our WhatsApp number is 0809 444 and do not forget, Lagos, that you can also tweet at Smooth at 91 FM. We are live on YouTube now, by the way, because we want you to be able to see this. I'm pretty sure you can actually find this on Valentine's page as
Yes.
well.
Um,
Valentine's in the studio, by the way.
yes, I am. You know what's funny, right? So I met Larry for the first time in Cape Town, 2018. Let me start this again because I'm recording for the camera.
Okay.
So I met Larry for the first time in Cape Town in 2018. It was a friend's birthday party at the time, and on Sokpala he was turning 40. Well, he turned 40 at the time, and he invited Larry. Larry hosted the show at Tinswalo, yes.
Exactly.
And it was a dinner party. So I mean, I just walked in. Before then, I was a very strong cynic. I never believed in things like this. Mentalist. I know a series like that on TV,
Yeah.
and I've watched it, but in real life,
With Patrick Jane, yeah.
yes. So,
Yes.
guys, this is the fork that Larry bent.
So if you go onto Valentine's page on Instagram,
In fact,
Valentine
I'm gonna go
Ohu,
live now.
yeah,
'Cause
you
I
will
was-
see the fork. Like, I can't believe it.
So I held this fork. Let's go live now. So if you're joining us, join us on Instagram live at Valentine OHU. Yeah, so I held this fork in my hand at the time, and Larry said a few words. There were
And you
like
dismantled.
5, 6, 7 people around me at the time. My hand, I squeezed it like this very strongly. You know, my hand started getting warm, and he didn't touch me. There was no physical contact, and I just started feeling this thing twist,
Wow.
just like that. So I held, I held on to this. Fortunately for me, I wasn't stopped at the airport. I took it back from Cape Town back to Nigeria, and I've kept it in my side drawer beside my bed.
Oh,
ever
wow.
since.
That's cool.
Just as a reminder that whatever you believe in, anything you believe is achievable.
Exactly.
So that's what this fork does to me, Larry.
Wow, I'm so glad because that's exactly why I do what I do,
Yes.
is to inspire people to believe that anything is possible. So I always say it's important to believe to see instead of seeing to believe, because most people say I'll see it before I believe it, right? Especially with what I do, they say they have to see that in order to believe in it. But I believe that if you believe to see, you can actually believe in your own ideas. You can then create those ideas and become the master of your own destiny.
All right. So can you tell us how this even started for you?
So since I was a kid, the way that I found out that I had these abilities is I was about 4 years old, and my mom, she really upset me one day, and I wanted to hit her, and I didn't touch her, and I was a young kid, a 4-year-old kid, and I went like this, and I didn't touch her, but she flung up against the wall and she went up the wall and her head started. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
That sounds scary. Not
It's
just
out of a
scary.
movie.
Exactly, like something out of a movie. And like, didn't everyone just find you weird?
That didn't really happen. I'm just kidding with you. But I got my first magic set from the age of 4, from my grandparents from Israel. They brought down a magic set for me, and I went to the College of Magic at the age of 13, which is the only college of its kind in the world in Cape Town. And I went there for about 4 years, where I studied a lot of sleight of hand and illusion, and I got more into the mental or spiritual side of magic in my late teens and after high school. So at the age of 23, I actually went on radio and did this for the first time across the radio. So I really do make your spoons and forks bend in your home.
Guys, Larry can actually make things bend, and I've got a couple of things for him to bend because I need to see this on myself. Not just, it's not just going to be Valentine who has a souvenir, from meeting Larry. I also have to have something. So I've got a coin, guys. I've got a coin, and Larry's going to be working on this. But hey, remember, if you'd like for Larry to do anything at home, make your light bulbs switch or whatever. Hey guys, please drop a message on WhatsApp 0809 444 and you can also tweet at Smooth981FM. Here is where we take a quick break, and when we return, we'll see Larry work his magic.
Already getting messages.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So let's see.
So can I do something with you? But we may need your cell phone for this.
Oh really? But I'm live.
we might actually have to, unless we can use another cell phone. Do you have another one?
We have this one from Anastasia. Anastasia says, "Hello, please tell Larry to tell me what he sees in my future." He's not a fortune teller, Anastasia.
I kind of feel like a lot of people have that going on because there's someone here on WhatsApp who says, "What am I thinking right now?"
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, do you mind if we go off live for a moment and then?
I'm so sorry, guys, but
I'm live here, so it's fine. Just tell them to.
okay, you can go on to Valentine Ohu's page.
Valentine OHU.
Valentine OHU, so you can get to see what Larry is about to do. But wait, are you going to destroy my phone?
No. I'm just gonna prep you for on air. Yes.
You're gonna prep me for an air.
Yes.
Okay, let me just cue a couple of songs in here so we have enough time for this. Larry is gonna be bending stuff. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I wish I had another phone in here to do this with. Well, it's all good. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I want you to go onto your browser, onto your Safari.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to show you how impossible this next effect is that I'm about to do. Okay. So let me just get my calculator open here.
Okay.
And then search Wikipedia article count.
Sorry?
Search Wikipedia article count. So 3 separate words and you can search the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you got it?
Yeah.
And then show me what you have there.
Currently there are
You can show me?
approximately. Okay.
Yep. Maybe we can just go into this one over here. So this website will tell you how many articles there are and how many words per article, and the camera doesn't need to see that for very long, but it's fine. It says there are approximately 5.9 million articles. This is a very, it's unimportant, but I'm just going to show you how impossible this effect is that I'm going to do when I get on air, right, with you. So it says with approximately 1,089 words per article, right? So if I went 1089 times 5.9 million, that's over 6 billion words on Wikipedia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could scroll down and visit Wikipedia, I'm going to read your mind on one of these 6.5 billion words, and that's how impossible this effect is that I'm about to do, okay? So you can visit Wikipedia.
Okay.
Cool.
How fast is yours?
And then go into the search bar there, the little magnifying glass, yes. And don't show the camera or anything. Just type in a friend or family member's name. I don't want to see how you're typing, so I'm going to look away, all right?
Let's see. Friend or family member. Do I search?
Yeah. You, well, actually, why don't you delete that, and rather think of a celebrity instead? That way, you know you'll definitely get an article. Yes.
Okay.
Some famous celebrity, could be anybody in the world.
Okay.
Have you searched for it?
I'm searching now. Okay, you got it.
Okay, cool. And then I want you to type, or actually scroll down through your article. You can actually, yeah, scroll down through your article and choose a nice big word, a word with more than 6 or 7 letters. Have you got something in your mind? Yeah. So remember that in your mind, right? And it's something different than what you searched for, right? Okay, cool. Put your phone face down on the table so I can't see what you looked at or what the article is. So right now you're thinking of one of these 6.5 billion words, right? So I'm going to read your mind on what that word is, and just look at me. Put your hand on top of mine. So we're just going to do this as a little bit of a warm-up, and then on air I'm going to try and get the celebrity's name, okay? Okay. Just the first letter of your word, just in your mind, repeat that first letter over and over, like R. R. Is it an R? Is it an A? What's the first letter?
A D.
A D. Is there an R in your word? Because I'm definitely getting an R sound, yes? Okay, maybe that's what I was getting. Can you spell out your word letter by letter, just in your mind, never out loud? Stop now. Stop, that was an F, yes? From letter F, keep spelling now. Stop, that was an E, yes? And you're about to look at that R that we just looked at, but now you skipped all the way to the end of the word. You look at the letter T, is that right? You're thinking somehow Larry knows what my word is. I don't know what your word is. Can you just spell it out again for me? Different?
Oh my God, really? Yes, different.
It's crazy,
really? Right? How did you do that?
Whatever you believe in, you can make happen.
Okay, back.
Okay, let's come back now.
Yes.
All right, studio. All right, so we've got Larry Sofer in the studio, guys. And I mean, I only see this on TV. I only see this on TV, and Larry just like he is a whole trip. Okay, remember, guys.
Maybe we can actually do something. Maybe we can do something with one of the listeners. So maybe they can SMS in a number in just a moment.
Yes.
But I'm gonna have a look into the future, and I'm gonna try and see a number between 1 and 100 that whichever listener you choose will choose. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? So some listener will choose a number. I'm going to try and perceive what that number is going to be before you even choose it, okay?
Okay. So guys, remember our WhatsApp number is 0809 444 0981. We actually got a message by Abimbola who sent Abimbola sent in a message earlier saying, "Okay, Larry, what am I thinking right now?"
Yeah.
But I don't know, does it really work that way?
Well, look, I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to have a look into the future.
So Abimbola, I hope you're listening right now.
So maybe we can even do it. What is the person's name?
Yeah.
Abimbola.
Abimbola. Okay, so maybe even Abimbola can send in a number, not just yet. I'm going to try and see what that number is first. Here we go. You can tell them what you see. I'm actually just looking into the future here, just a little bit, and I believe that this is the number that's about to be chosen. So whether Abimbola messages in or whether you choose a number, I believe that this is the number. Okay, so I'm going to leave my marker here on the table. You can go ahead and we can get somebody sending in a message. I see that we have one message there so far. If you want to get a few others, that's totally cool. So let people message in their numbers, and then you can choose one of those numbers at random.
Okay, so guys, please send in your messages. Remember, just pick a number, send in that number, include your name in your messages. All right. So yes, pick a number, send it in, and we'll see Larry work his magic from there as well.
Yeah, that number is 0809 444 0981. Yes, Valentine is here.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, Valentine. I think this is one of the few moments where somebody outshines Valentine. Valentine is here. Valentine is here, and everybody's like, oh, what's going on?
Hey, Larry.
Well, right now I'm like, I'm shook. I'm a little bit shook. So
okay.
I'll tell you why I'm shook, because Larry actually, he figured out the word in my head. Like, took a couple of steps, but he did figure out.
And what word was that?
It was different. So it was I mean, literally went through the whole of Wikipedia for me to pick one word, one word
All right.
out of like 6 billion words.
So Abimbola is replying. I can see him typing.
Oh, should we get it from Abimbola?
Yes.
Okay.
Abimbola, he's giving us the number.
Okay, what's the number? So I've written down a number. I've left my marker there on the
Yeah.
table. What number did Abimbola choose?
He chose
90. He chose 90.
90?
Yeah,
Yes.
90.
Is it 90?
Yeah.
Is there any reason why? Well, we don't know why he chose 90, right? We just know that he chose it.
Hmm.
Have a look what I wrote down.
Can you show the camera?
Guys, Larry actually wrote 90. And you would know because if you're following us on YouTube right now, you'd see that actually Larry put out this number way before Abimbola sent in this message. I'm just gonna, try to go close to the camera on YouTube so you guys can actually see this.
So Abimbola is asking on WhatsApp, is it true that he did it? Well, you can watch live on Instagram, on my Instagram live at Valentine OHU.
And on YouTube.
Yes, and on YouTube as well.
All right, guys. So Abimbola did eventually choose 90, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go on to another message that we have in here.
See Abimbola's message. So, Larry rocks.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, Larry does
Well, thank you.
rock.
Thanks, man.
This one is a message by George, and he says, "What's my wife's name?"
Well, maybe George. See, George, I would have to actually speak with you on air and actually do this with you on air. And unfortunately, we don't have a telephone line here now.
Yeah, right.
But
now.
maybe George can do something else with me. Okay, so I'm going to predict what George is going to think of in just a moment. In fact, I've got my watch over here, and Khadija, I'm just going to set my watch to a particular time.
Okay.
And we'll leave this. Yeah, let me just change it. I think I'm going to set it to this right here, exactly that. So is George there with us?
George, I believe George is there with us.
Okay, so I'm going to leave my watch here next to you, Khadija.
Okay.
And let's get George to message in and message any time that he likes, any time of the day, hour and minute. So any one of the 12 hours and any minute.
All right, George. So we are
From 1 to 60, obviously.
all right. Yeah, waiting on you for that. All right. But while we're waiting for George, right? How did you really, get to deal with this? I mean, growing up, people believing that you can actually do this. Did people actually find it weird, when you would, try out all of these things?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not a conventional art form to go into, and my parents weren't sure about it. They were supportive, but they weren't sure that this is something that I could taking into a career. But I always had the passion and the belief that I could make it happen, and I've been doing this since I was 4 years old. I'm 37 now,
Ooh,
and I continue
that's a
to do
mighty
this
lot
and
of
continue to work.
experience.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so we
Totally.
have George's response right now, and he's gone with 10 a.m.
Okay, so George, you should also think of a minute. So
Okay.
not something so simple as 10 o'clock, but also a minute.
All right, so
So
an
make
hour
it make a
and a
little
minute.
bit random, yes.
Yeah, an hour and a minute. Okay, and I'm going to be going through some of the other messages I have in
Is
here.
that
They're like-
George?
George has
A lot
actually,
of-
he's chosen
Okay.
What did he choose?
10:30.
10:30, and there's no way that I could have known that it would have been 10:30 or anything like that. I've left my watch there on the table next to you the entire time.
Yes, you
Khadija, turn that watch over, see what it says, show the camera when you're done.
have. It says 10:30, guys. 10:30. Can you see that? 10:30.
George's
Crazy,
reaction.
right?
I'm going
So
to put
crazy.
this over at the camera on YouTube so you guys can see it. 10:30.
Bring it here again.
10:30. Guys, 10:30. Larry, this is really amazing. Now, is this something that can be learned, or is this like just a craft that comes to people naturally? How would we place this?
I believe that whatever you believe in, you can make happen. Absolutely anything. And in fact, I'll give you another example of this. I told you that I bend spoons and forks over the air. You've brought a coin. I see you have a. You can see that fork that I bent for Valentine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I have a coin.
And you have a coin that's a quarter, right?
Yeah, that's a
Can
quarter.
you physically bend that coin?
Ugh, no way, I can't do that.
You want to try? And you can even pass it to Valentine.
Can't bend it. Nope, can't bend it. So I have a quarter and I need Larry to actually bend this for us right now, guys. Quarter.
Okay, cool. So I want you to put your initials on both sides of the coin, just so you know it's exactly the same coin. So let me get you a marker here.
Okay. Both sides of the coin.
You can put your initials on both sides, just so you know it's exactly the same coin.
Okay, so I've got my initials. That is KO on there.
And you put it on both sides, and you want to remember the year on the coin as well.
Okay, so I'm going to look into this and let's see what year is on here. That is 1999. I have a quarter from 1999 here, guys. Let's see if we can actually get the year so you can actually see it. Do you see that? 1999.
Okay, cool. Great. So so you've tried to take this coin, you've tried to physically bend it. You know
Yes.
that it's not possible, right?
Yes.
Even so, check this out, watch. Let me just put this in my pocket here.
Ooh, can't wait to see this one.
Watch. So watch the coin, you can see your initials on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, watch. Tell them what you see.
It's bending, guys.
It's actually bending,
It's
right?
bent right now. Oh, wow. Look at that.
And you can try and physically straighten that. Can you straighten that coin? Not possible, right?
Nope.
You'll probably need to run that over the train to make it straight, right?
Probably, guys. Look at this.
I've had people try to hammer it. You'll definitely need to run that over the train or car or something like that. And you get to keep that. You can make a ring out of it or a necklace that's yours to take home with you.
Guys, I only get to see this on TV. For real, for real. No jokes. It's actually bent. I'm going to put this on the YouTube page, guys.
Now, Khadija, I know I got you to think of a celebrity, and you've got that celebrity in your mind, but I never asked you the name of the celebrity. You never told it to
Okay,
me.
yes. So
Nothing
let's
like
just
that, right?
quickly run people through what
Yeah.
happened during the break.
Well,
So-
it's okay. Basically, I just asked you to think of a random celebrity, right?
Yes.
And you got the celebrity in your mind right now, right?
Yes.
And there's no way that I could know what celebrity you're thinking of. You didn't tell Val, you didn't tell me, you didn't write it down anyway, did you?
No,
Okay, cool. So you got the celebrity in your mind right now.
I do have
So,
a celebrity in my mind.
In your mind, I want you to repeat the name of the celebrity over and over and try and picture that celebrity in your mind. In fact, as I said picture, I'm getting like lots of curves. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. And this is definitely not Beyonce. I think you wanted to go for Beyonce momentarily in your mind. Is that right?
Perhaps.
Yeah, and then you changed your mind because Beyonce for you is a woman of power for you, but you felt that you would go for another woman of power, or that represents power to you. This is also an American actress, right? But it's not actually it's a singer too. So she's a singer. And is this Jennifer Lopez?
Oh my God! It is Jennifer Lopez. What are you doing, Larry?
And before you thought of Jennifer Lopez, you thought of a family member, but you just have this family member in your mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never told anybody, you never signaled
No.
anything to anybody,
No,
nothing,
I
right?
didn't. No.
It is definitely a family member, yes?
It is a family member.
It's not your father, is it?
Not my father.
Is it your
no.
brother?
No, not my
Who,
brother.
who's it in your family? Just tell me.
A cousin.
A cousin, okay. Do you have a brother?
I do have a brother.
Yeah, because I'm getting that you almost thought of your brother, but then you changed your mind to your cousin because you thought that would be a little bit more obscure. You thought it would be a little bit more difficult for me to get that.
Yeah.
Especially like if I did research on you before, I might be able to get your brother. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you changed your mind to your cousin, and I'm getting that you have a close bond with your cousin.
Yeah.
Does he travel a lot?
Yeah.
Yes.
She loves to travel. Yeah.
Oh, it's a female, sorry, and I'm getting that she's quite artistic. She's arty, yes. She's creative in some way,
Yeah.
especially in the way that she dresses, and she's like lots of fun to be with. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to imagine over here in your mind. Never say anything out loud. Just in your mind, you're gonna say hello and say her name. If I could get her name, this would be insane, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So here we go. So you'd say hello, Funk, FUNK.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You missed the E though, but yeah.
Is it funky? Funky? Funky?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? We are going to remember, guys. You can definitely catch this up on Valentine's page. He is live at Valentine Ohu. I'm live as well at the Khadija. I'm going to go to WhatsApp. I think we should definitely take something from the people on there who have something. So we have one here by Darnell who says, "Good morning. Hey there, Larry. Good to meet a metalist. Never seen a live one before, but I know there are. Larry, my TV at home works fine, but there's no reception. I would like to switch it on right now and watch you guys on my TV, bending her coin." Oh, sorry, Larry, Darnell. That's passed. After watching you guys, then you can switch it to Netflix. He says, "My TV isn't a smart TV, and I don't have cable or satellite." So, Larry, is this something we can work on?
I understand. You know, I actually have to build up my energy to actually do this across the radio, and we would have to have callers calling in to say that this is happening in their own home.
Okay.
But because then that makes it a lot faster and smoother. But other than that, like I say, I would have to actually build up my energy to make this happen in your home. But maybe I can be back on this station at some point, and we can do it
Yeah.
for the listeners at home
Hopefully,
too.
we will love to have that. Okay, so we're going to go on to another message. We have one by Pascal who says, "Please ask Larry what I desire most in life and my birthday, not the year, just my birthday." This is a message sent in by Pascal.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna write down what I think Pascal's birthday is.
Okay.
So we'll take the day and the month. Should we do the day and the month?
Yeah, I think we should
Okay.
do the day of the
So
month.
so I believe, just think it, Pascal. Just think it. I feel I'm getting definitely a number here. I don't want anybody to see this just yet, but I'm going to write down what I think Pascal's month and a day is, or actually day and month. Let's do it like
All
that.
right. So we've got Pascal who wants Larry to figure out
Okay.
his birthday without the year, of course, in there.
All right, so I'm going to leave my marker over here, and Pascal can actually SMS in our day and month. Let's see.
All right, so
Uh,
Pascal. So Larry's put down a day and month, which he believes may be a birthday, and would like to hear from you to know what your birthday is. That is the day of the month, and yeah, what month it is. All right, so we have that going on. Remember, right now we do have Larry Sofer, who is South African, by the way. Abimbola really wanted to know where Larry's from. So you're from South Africa?
From Cape Town, South Africa, exactly.
From Cape Town.
Yeah.
And Larry is a mentalist. You want to run
Exactly.
us through exactly what you do
So-
as a mentalist?
So as a mentalist, I read minds, I predict what people are going to think of. I bend metal, I do weird and wonderful things. I move time on people's watches. All kinds of weird and wonderful things happen. So
I think Valentine, we could probably have him on whenever, on those days we wish the day would just go by real fast.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Definitely. I mean, that was my experience in Cape Town when I met Larry for the first time. Time went by fast.
Totally, I'm
But
sure.
what has been your most interesting moment? Because you did mention about how you can probably think about the next thing someone's about to say. What's been like the craziest moment you've ever experienced with being a mentalist?
Wow, I've experienced so many. A lot of people think, some people think that what I do is juju, witchcraft, right? But but it's definitely not witchcraft in any way at all. I believe that as spiritual beings, we have infinite capabilities to achieve whatever we want in our life, and if we truly believe in something, we can make it happen. Basically, I go around to corporate events and to private parties, and I entertain at year-end functions, at gala dinners, at weddings, birthdays, all around the world doing this.
But why are you here though?
And the reason why I'm here is for VFD Group, actually, and staying at the boardroom apartments. I don't think I actually said that on air, did I? I actually said it for the camera earlier on, but I am here for the VFD Group. I actually saw Nonsoma and Valentine in Cape Town last year, and Nonsoma was so impressed by what he saw. He loved it so much that he said, "I have to have you for my function for the VFD Group," and so that's happening tonight. Yes.
All right, so I believe we have Pascal who's got his date in, and he says it is the 9th of February.
So that's the 9th of the 2nd, right? I told you that I wrote down this beforehand.
Yes.
Look
So
what I
let's just
wrote.
say, so Pascal sent his message at 9:42. Larry just, put that down a couple of minutes ago. And here we are.
You can see it's the 9th of the 2nd.
9th of the 2nd, which is the 9th of February, Pascal. There you have it.
And that was written down before, and you can see my markers on the table. I didn't cheat in any way at all. And in fact, I'd like to try something in the studio, and hopefully Pascal's on Instagram with you guys. Can I try something with your glasses?
Oh my god. Oh gosh. It won't be damaged or something.
Valentine, you have to drop one for the team.
Okay. So Valentine, you can wave your hands over the glasses, make sure nothing's there. Yes. And then take your hand and place it over here like this. In fact, maybe we can use your right hand. So it's just over here. That's good. And keep your fingers closed. So keep it in line with the arms. So that, yes, that's great. Just like that. So don't touch the glasses. I'm not going to touch them either. And you guys can tell them what you see. Okay. So maybe we can get the camera to come a little bit more around this side, a little bit higher. Okay, that's good. Here we go. Watch. So keep your hand just here like this. So just like this, Valentine. Okay. Here we go. Watch very closely. Tell them what you see.
Oh, come on.
Tell them what you saw there. What
There was
happened?
a-
Everybody's seeing it.
Sorry, I'm stuttering. So Valentine's glasses literally just did a black backflip,
And I didn't touch them, right?
and he didn't touch the glasses. Now he has us speechless. You know what? I can't take this anymore. I kind of feel like Larry's got so much up his sleeves. You know what? Thank you so much, Larry, for stopping by. I mean,
You're
we're having
welcome.
so much fun right now, but time is far spent. We have to go.
You know, if
No problem.
you give Nigerians a chance right now, especially those who are avid event lovers, they'll probably say, "Larry,
want
bring me
tickets?"
tickets to all the shows."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know that will happen, right?
I know.
We want to get to all the shows, right? And by the way, Pascal says that is awesome. I am impressed. And Abiwala wants to know if Larry could start a ministry here in Lagos. Very, very profitable with his
Yo.
abilities.
And what industry?
Valentine,
remember I told you in
don't worry.
2018, right?
Yeah.
There's business in Nigeria.
Yeah.
If you can make people believe in miracles and show them the miracles live.
Yes.
So we're a deeply religious country.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
Oh, I see.
Valentine will handle the business side of it.
Offering time.
Valentine can be my agent.
Oh, you know this.
Okay, guys, but hey, Larry, how can people find you on social media and the likes to get to see more of you and all the amazing things you have to offer?
So my website is larrysoffer.com. That's Larry, Larry, and the surname is Soffer, which is Soffer. So like offer, but with the S at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then on Instagram, it's at Larry Soffer. And on Twitter, it's the same, at Larry Soffer. And on Facebook, Larry Soffer, or The Magic of Larry Soffer is the fan page.
All right. It has been a great pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank
And of
you.
course, this has been a great experience. I have to say so myself.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you for having
of
me.
course. What a great way to kickstart the weekend, guys. What a great way. Okay, remember to keep it locked right here on Smooth choose 98.1. You never know what amazing things we have in store for you as well. Who knows? Who knows? Just keep locked to 98.1. I am Khadija Ojani. This has been Breakfast in Bed. And of course, we'll be back with this next week, Saturday. Bye, Lagos, and have a great weekend.
Cool.
That was awesome.
Hey, are you tired of the same old regular and
That
party?
was awesome.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Say hi, Valentine.
Hi.
Hi, Larry.
Hey guys.
Larry bent this coin. Like literally bent it. Can you see how it is?
Right. And truth is, sometimes you
Bent
don't even
this
want to
coin.
invite your friends, so they don't make fun
Larry
of you
did
later.
that.
Well,
Thanks for partaking, guys. You were all fantastic. Everybody who took part in the effects. It was a pleasure performing for you, and I hope to see you live someday here in Nigeria.
Alright. Definitely. We need to get a show going like on Valentine.
Yes. So that was a great interview. Thank you so much, Khadija. That was lots of fun, and I look forward to tonight's event, and I look forward to being back here many more times for the future. Thanks, guys.
Okay, that was cool.
Cool.
Valentine, your glasses did a backflip.
Yo. We got it. Nice.
Yes. Tell me that.
That's how you ended your show, Sha. So it's really presenters. Dude, like we work for
What's that?
I said we stay like